Good morning, you fucking cold weather loving
Twat monkeys.
cunt lovers.
Who
This is
doesn't
the
love
ACPC podcast, and
Yeah, but hold on. You call them cunt lovers, but who doesn't love pussy? Because cunt literally means pussy.
I know, but
Who
well,
doesn't?
no.
What guy
well,
doesn't?
It depends.
Unless
it depends on the
you're
context.
gay.
It depends on the context.
I don't know about that. I'm
Because-
pretty sure cunt
no.
means pussy though.
Okay, it does. No, that's what.
Because I love me
that's-
some pussy.
That's what the definition of cunt means. But
Exactly.
have you ever used like, yeah, man, I stuck my fingers in this girl's cunt? Like, no, you don't. No, you would
Unless
say
you're
like,
in like in England where it's like an everyday word. Like
Yeah,
we say,
right.
like, on an average
But-
day, anyone I would say in America probably uses the word fuck at least 4 times, minimum
yeah.
4 times. Unless you're some religious nut job.
unless you're
then-
Steven Seagal, which I'll get into in a minute.
Yeah.
No, cunt is like, it's like a you refer to people as cunts, and it's an insult more than it is a fucking
So why
body
does, what I'm
part.
saying? I mean, so what has more effect though? Calling somebody a pussy or a cunt? Because cunt is pussy and pussy is cunt,
Depends on the person. To a female, cunt is like the worst thing you can say.
which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, like I get maybe 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, that being a bad like, no, that's horrible. But personally, I think cunt should be up there with, should be right in par with fuck in words, because I mean fuck is used on a daily fucking basis. Right? As a perfect example, what I just said. I mean, the definition is legitimately a woman's vagina or something close enough to that.
Right.
So why do people get all up in arms and
I think it just
fuck
sounds.
Trump
it
and
sound-
fuck the government and
What is-
everything?
What does
Like,
it have to do with cunts?
That's what I'm saying. People get all up in arms just like they do with
Oh,
those.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. The cunt means pussy.
I fucking love the word cunt.
Yeah, it means nothing. Like, if
just-
someone calls me a cunt, it's like,
It just feels so good
Ooh,
rolling
I mean,
off
it-
the tongue.
it does. It does sound
It does.
good.
Cunt.
Cunt.
You get the little
Ooh.
cuh. You get the cuh.
And the
You get that cuh that kind of like clenches your throat a little bit, and then the just has like that last little like
Ooh.
bit at the end.
if you say the word cunt to like clear your throat and that little like at the end, that feels really good. Like hard. Do it hard. And then like that kind of feels pretty good. Like
Yes.
I feel fresh. I feel good to go. Anyway,
Now, here's what's even funnier about context, though, is right now, anybody could listen to this, and unless they're like our grandparents are super religious, they wouldn't be offended. Why?
'Cause
we're
we're-
literally discussing the word cunt.
we're
or
not
fuck.
calling anybody.
Right. Isn't that fucking weird?
It's fucking stupid.
And you know what-
Is what
you know
it
what-
is.
and you know
It's
what
because of
language is?
religious nut
And
jobs.
you know what language is? Speaking of religion, I got a story about that.
I could go into that, but I won't.
You know
Go
what?
ahead.
You know what language is? Fucking vibrations from your throat.
Yeah.
You getting offended at vibrations coming from my throat that are then shaped through my tongue
Mhm.
that produce sound.
Which actually, the sound that you're hearing coming from me, from the vibrations in my throat, coming up and out through my mouth, you're actually hearing those 0.001 seconds later than what I'm saying it, or something like that.
Oh shit.
It was something like that I learned in fucking
Yeah, but
Skyville
it's
science
like
or some
it's
shit.
like such
but,
that's such a small fucking like
oh, it's so small.
Micro
I know it's so fucking
amount of
small,
time.
but
It just might
it's
as well
kind of
not
cool
exist.
though that knowing that I can talk and you're just hearing it like that, but you're really not. If
Well,
you technically think about it.
that reminds me of like this one girl that I knew freshman year who like huge dyke.
There's always one of those in every class. At
She
least one.
She was like really hot, and then she
But
got.
she's a dyke though.
No, hold on. So, okay, I knew this girl in 6th or 7th grade. I think 6th grade.
Mhm.
She was a fucking smoke show in 6th grade, and then, for whatever reason, she got all up in arms about the patriarchy and shit like that. Actually, I don't know. That's probably what she's
Yeah.
probably a huge feminist now, but back then, middle school,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was just
Back then, yeah, that's probably about right.
like.
Feminism's just
6 years ago?
thing.
Because feminist really hasn't, like, this whole big feminist movement has only been around for, what, 2 years?
Feminism's always been around.
Okay,
It
right,
started,
right,
no,
right.
well, they started back in the early 1900s when women wanted fair
Yes,
wages and
right.
stuff, and that I support.
Which
When-
they have gotten. Wage gap's bullshit.
I completely agree. And then you look at the next feminist movement was them getting the right to vote. And now the next feminist movement is today, and that shit is fucking, oh, I don't want to make you a sandwich, you make me a sandwich.
For real.
Why the fuck should I go out and get the trash? Why can't you get the trash? Why should I have to pick kids for me? Me.
Yeah.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You can support your husband and your family by doing some little minute tasks, like, hey, your husband gets up at work at fucking 6 a.m. to be at work by 7. Not come home until 7 at that night to provide for the family. While your fat fucking Dorito donut munching ass sits on your ass, watches Netflix, as the kids go to school and they come home from school, you don't do shit. And you're bitching about having to do some fucking dishes? Shut the fuck up, cunt. Proper context.
Proper context for the use of the word cunt.
See?
Anyways.
Like I brought that back in?
Yeah. Anyways, so this girl was a fucking smoke show, and now that I'm thinking back on it, she was smoking hot. Anyways.
She was smoking out at a smoke show.
But, yeah, I don't know. Then she became all fucking, like, dykey in, like, 8th grade. And she was still hot. Anyways,
Did she go to the CDO?
Yeah, she went to CDO for a year, and I think she lives in, like, Alaska now. I don't
Fuck?
know. I don't talk to her anymore.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't talk to somebody that was a dyke unless they were, a friend beforehand, and then we kept.
Right. Well,
But
she
yeah,
was.
got it.
She used to be really. Me and her were super
Dope
homies.
socks, by the way.
Yeah, I got these for Christmas. They're cozy as fuck.
I'm actually extremely jealous. I'm over here wearing some shit running shoes, and you got some dope ass socks on.
You can take your shoes off, by the way. I'm sure.
My feet, my toes are fucking freezing, and they're actually semi-okay in these. That's why.
exactly why I wore these socks.
And that's why I wish I had a pair of socks like this, but I don't.
So, anyways, my point in bringing that up has actually me telling you guys about why this friend of mine was a dyke has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. Back to your point about sound and how you hear it later.
Mm-hmm.
She was telling me how when you think about it, we only live in the past because by the time your brain registers what your eyes have seen, it's like already gone. So technically, you're like always living in the past. Like at the time.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like I'm looking at your fishbowl right now. It's not moving. It's not gone. I'm staring at it now. This is now. I can see your fish. Like I can see stationary objects in your room, and this is now. I know it's in the past. I get that, and that's
Right.
that's some deep shit. But stationary shit like this, it's not moving. Like the fan, for example, it's on the ceiling right now. Now that's in the past because you're seeing it as it was there and there and there and there and there and there and there. You know, who gives a fuck?
Well, yeah,
But
technically everything is moving because gravity, and also the planet
To an
is
extent.
moving
did you know that if the Earth stopped for 1 second,
and all that.
our
No way.
due west,
That's
or
so
wait,
dope.
west. I think it's west. If unless you were like literally buckled into the Earth, like stationary, if the Earth stopped for 1 second, everything in the world would go sliding to the left.
Is this bro science? Did you learn this?
This is some did you know type shit that I read on the internet. Which I always weigh, but still at the same time it makes sense. It makes sense though, because the Earth is spinning fast as fuck. We just don't realize it. It really is. The Earth is actually spinning fast as fuck.
Considering how big it is, yes.
Yes. But, yeah, if you weren't buckled into the Earth, you would go flying west, or whatever way the fucking Earth rotates. I don't know this shit. And you would hit the nearest object at 877 miles per hour. So basically, everything on Earth would die.
Well, I'd be fine if I went flying. Okay, well, let's see.
There's
Assuming
a
that
brick
it's west.
fucking wall right there.
No,
We're
no, hold
fucked.
on,
And
sir.
cacti, and then a tree, and then more cacti, and then another fucking house. We're dead.
Well, hold on. West would be, let's see, north. Okay, west is that way. We would go flying into that wall. I would go flying into you. Considering where I'm sitting, my nuts. And my right shoulder
877
would
miles
fuck.
per hour.
Right, but also think
We're
about
dead. DEA dead.
you have 4 feet between you and that wall. I think it would break your fall. You'd be alright.
DEA dead.
I don't know. It's also probably some bullshit bro science too.
I like bro science. It makes everything sound cooler, to be honest.
I suppose.
Oh, another random bro science. Did you know that there's actually 7 species of giraffes?
No.
Yep, there you go.
Do you know that some idiots believe that only 3% of the American colonists fought in the Revolutionary War? And one of those dummies is our brother?
The fuck? Only 3%.
That's a really
Hold
common
on, say
misconception.
that again. Say that again.
Alright. Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
It is a common misconception that only 3% of the population
At that time in
at
the
that
US.
time in the U.S. fought against the British in the Revolutionary War.
What?
3%.
What?
Do you know what that would be? That'd be about 6 people.
Yeah.
Like,
What? No. What the fuck? That's...
yeah, and yeah.
That may be the stupidest thing I have ever fucking heard.
You know what's funny is actually, I learned that my junior year. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that people believed that, right? So I learned that my junior year from my history teacher. He was like, "Yeah, look, a lot of idiots will believe that only 3% of the population fought in the Revolutionary War. Let me tell you why that's some bullshit." And he dropped some knowledge on me,
Hey.
which I totally forgot. But
You remember him talking about it.
I remember him talking about it.
Yeah.
And literally that night or the next night, I come home from practice, I'm eating dinner, and Dylan comes into the living room and he's like, "Do you guys know that only 3% of Americans fought in the Revolutionary War?" I was like, "You're fucking kidding me!" And then I regurgitated the shit out of this knowledge that my history teacher told me, and I roasted him. But
Hell yeah.
he still believes it to this day. I even
Because Dylan's a
I
little
even
fuck.
Googled it. I even Googled it.
Dylan could believe that Neil Armstrong was a black tranny feminist, and you could show him an actual picture of Neil Armstrong, and he still would be like, "Oh, that's photoshopped."
Yeah, for real.
That's Dylan for you.
Like, God, what? Oh yeah, like how he kept trying to tell me that Trump won the popular vote.
No, he didn't. He got destroyed.
For like
vote.
3 days after the election, he kept telling me he's like, "Dude, did you hear that Trump won the popular vote?" I think the first time he said it, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I didn't even look into it.
Yeah.
And then
The second time.
by the second time he said it, I had like saw that Hillary won, and I was like, "No, dude, I'm pretty sure Hillary won." He's like, "No, no, no." I went and showed him, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck? I thought she won." I thought that would be the end of it. No, like a day or two later, he comes back in my room. He's like, "Bro, did you hear Trump won the popular vote again?" I was like, "Sir, she currently has like 2 million votes on him."
Yeah. It's because of the whole, I think Minnesota or Montana, one of the M states, whatever, they wanted, Jill Stein wanted a recount. And then it proved that the Democrats actually stacked the voting, so it was like, oh, Hillary actually lost votes and Trump gained votes. Not like it would have fucking mattered, but at the same time. Which I thought it was fucking hilarious. Jill Stein, that fucking bitch. I thought it was hilarious. She's like, we need a recount. We need to make sure for sure that Trump actually won. And not, go to this... Shut the fuck up, Jill Stein. You got destroyed. I think you had like one vote from some dude in North Carolina who fucking was just jerking off to you because he loves granny porn.
So... I remember, I'll probably not care about this later, but I like tried to Google the whole 3% Revolutionary War thing, and I remember, like, because I Googled it to prove Dylan wrong all those years ago, but now, and like, I remember I found like a concrete answer. This time around, all I'm finding is a Reddit post.
Yeah, you can't.
That I know that I don't want to get into.
But you
the only thing, a simple Google search reveals that the population of the 13 colonies was at the time about 2.5 million. 3% would be 7,500 people, or no, 75,000 people.
Yeah, I still don't believe.
Yeah, so that's some bullshit.
I still don't believe that 75,000 people only fought in the Revolutionary War. I'm sorry.
And
no.
so I remember I brought that up.
Here's a good example. Keep that post. Look up how many people in the U.S. died. U.S. citizens died in the Revolutionary War. That would be something you should look up because, all right, if those people died,
like,
let's think about this for a quick
weird.
second.
We're missing like 1,500 bodies, 15,000 bodies. I'll just, you know what, Revolutionary War, and then you go to Wikipedia, and it'll have all the information.
Yeah, Wikipedia is, I would say, 90% credible too. Is that fair to say? At least 90%?
I remember for the longest time we couldn't use it in school because they're like, other people can edit it, so it's not like a.
But then teachers started getting on it and realizing, wow, this is actually pretty accurate.
Suck a dick?
Like it's, you can use it as a source. Okay, there we go. Strength right there.
No, we're looking at casualties here.
Yeah, but look at strength though. Spain's not too bad. French, and Spanish. We had Spanish allies? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Spain was helping us out, and then after they decided to go down to Mexico and rape all the Aztecs and make Mexicans.
For real.
True story, look it up, y'all.
I like how, I mean, granted this is like 200 years ago, so what are you going to do? But it says about 7,000 were killed in battle, but 25,000 to 70,000
That's so broad. That's such a big gap.
What the fuck?
That's
Overall casualties up to 50,000. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? That's just saying, something about at least this, at most this, but we'll just call it in the middle that maybe this many died. What the fuck is that?
Fuck, get it figured out. Well, like
either
I said,
way,
though,
it still
this is
wasn't
about
3%.
200 years ago.
Oh yeah. Either way, it still wasn't 3%. It was definitely
sure
more.
not.
I would say at least 10%, maybe. I would go at low as 10%, which I think is mostly fair. But again, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a 25-year-old, so.
For real.
Excuse me.
So, let's see. What did I want to get into? Well, I guess I'll break down my week really quick because I haven't seen.
Yeah,
it
because
in
I'm
a
gonna say
minute.
is I think it's been since like last Wednesday that I saw you.
It's been a while.
Which is rare for us
Yeah.
because I think we see each other at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So.
So, all right, Monday.
I don't think the viewers really give a fuck. All 5, maybe 5.5, because
No,
we
no,
got
no.
little ones that.
No, don't worry. This is a good story.
Is it lead somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Monday. Mom's birthday, right?
Yep. I was here.
So, I woke up not
Mhm.
expecting to have a cheat day. However, I get to work and realized, hey, I'm having cake at the end of the night.
You didn't have to have cake, but you
No,
chose to have cake,
No,
and you chose to have
you
cookies.
have you have to have
Boom.
cake. No, you have to have cake.
Says the dude who wanted to have fucking your brother's pie on Thanksgiving. You fuck.
No. It was
Yes.
after Thanksgiving because on Thanksgiving I had our grandmother's pie. God damn it! You spill fucking dip and coffee
What happened? This house
and
is...
fucking soda
Anyway,
and piss all over my carpet.
I don't think I ever peed on your carpet before.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna take a break because Arlo's too stupid to balance his mug. Alright, we're back. Anyways, so yes, alright, so you have to have birthday cake, and I had Thanksgiving pie on Thanksgiving.
So, if I were to come over for my birthday, you would have my birthday cake, whoever cooked it.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Respect.
I mean, I'm not a dickbag. I'm gonna have a slice of cake on XYZ's birthday because that's what you fucking do.
However, though, if you
And it's a
didn't-
good excuse to eat some fucking cake. I mean, let's be real.
Well, yeah, and however, comment at the same time, I would totally understand if you didn't, because it's like, oh yeah, hashtag keto love.
I mean, I'm honest. I've lost enough weight to where I don't.
It won't really
I don't
fucking
really care
hurt you.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to drop at least another 15, 20 pounds, which I can totally do with working out the way that I am. And
I'm just trying to get
Yada, yada.
shredded now. Anyways.
I don't give a fuck about a 6-pack. I'd rather have a 6-pack of beer than a 6-pack
See,
of
you know
abs.
what?
I'll say that to the day I die. I refuse to work out abs. I refuse.
Really?
Fuck abs. I don't give a fuck.
It's always been my dream to have a 6-pack, and I'm finally like have the possibility to do it.
I
So
don't give a
fuck yeah, why not?
Fuck. I don't give a fuck about a 6-pack. If I
Yeah,
have
I
like the
think it'd be
little,
dope.
if I have like the little fucking 2 and 4, but the little belly punch, I drink beer.
That's exactly what I
I'm
have.
fine.
I
You-
have.
Yeah, but yours is almost
have-
unhealthy.
I have the four. Not really, dude. I work out my abs. Anyways, so come Monday. Man, I can
You
feel.
need to do some cardio. Is what you need to do.
That's all I fucking do is, essentially, is cardio.
Well, I just run 3 miles a day, so except
That's
for
fucking
Saturday
cool.
and Sunday.
Okay, so let me get back to the story. So
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday, mom's birthday, cake, ate
right.
it, cheat day,
Right,
ate
cake and cheat day.
cookies.
So I get to work. I think to myself, okay, I'm gonna be having cake at the end of the night, so I might as well just have a couple cookies. A couple cookies ended up turning into a total of
10.
8 or 9 cookies.
What the fuck? How do you eat that many? I have like 3 and I feel like shit. Even though I'm
no,
not on
I had
keto.
3 and I felt like shit, and I was like, fuck it. Kept putting them down. Now here's the kicker. Around cookie 4, I had myself half a sandwich
A full sandwich with bread.
with bread.
Mm.
With bread and sauce and sugar and all that bullshit.
You know what? I miss having a random sandwich.
I do, dude.
I really do.
Good sandwich
Like
is
a
bomb.
good sandwich. I mean, it fills you up for a good minute. I don't give a fuck who you are. It could just be ham and mayo. That thing is, laid out right on the right bread. That shit'll fill you up for
You're
a
good to go.
good 3-4 hours.
Yeah. No. So anyways, so I had a fat ass sandwich on some Asiago bread.
I miss bread the most. I think.
Dude,
when
I
feel-
love me. I miss
I will
bread and
fuck some
potatoes.
bread, son.
Oh, is it your phone?
Yeah, it's an alarm. It's a good
Okay.
sound too.
Yeah. No, I miss the fuck out of bread. Because that's I've always been a huge bread guy.
Oh, same here.
yeah.
Some fucking
Like I've always been the person who I always think of bread as the most important part of the sandwich.
Oh, I totally agree.
Like if you gotta have that good fucking bread, otherwise your sandwich is gonna taste like dick. Anyways, so I had myself half a sandwich.
If you think about bread, some of the best food have bread in it.
Very true.
Pizza,
Pasta.
pizza,
Pasta.
pizza. Exactly.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks. Fuck.
I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a
Bruh,
Philly minute.
like, when I have a cheat day at least once a month because I'm a firm believer, eat healthy for an entire month, have one day of that month it's a
You
cheat
got
day.
to.
I don't give a fuck who you are. And some
You
people
got
are
it.
like, every 3 months, every 2 months, once a year. No, fuck off. Once a month, have a legit cheat day. Eat whatever the fuck you want in the morning, whatever the fuck you want for lunch, whatever the fuck you want for dinner. Then hop back on that
It
shit.
accomplishes two goals. One, it makes you feel like the fattest bag of dicks, and you're like,
Exactly.
I'm never gonna cheat again. It's like drinking.
Exactly.
I legitimately
When you
equate
get,
a cheat day to drinking.
like, getting fucked up drinking.
Yeah, it's probably just as bad for you too.
Oh, probably.
Like eating like really shitty, like drinking 6 sodas, having 2 pizzas,
Oh,
a
yeah.
thing of brownies, half
Oh,
a
I
gallon
would
of milk.
totally. That's a cheat day for
That's a
me right
cheat
there.
day. That's like exactly what I would do. That's probably just as bad as a night of binge drinking.
Speaking of milk, so last night at work, actually, I got a order of wings,
Mhm.
salt and vinegar, lemon pepper, and buffalo.
Mm.
You know, like a smart guy would. Well, sorry, no, I got a small. I think it was just salt and vinegar and lemon pepper. My bad. But
So good.
I got 2 blue cheeses. However, though, I was feeling a little bit risque.
Ooh,
You know what I did? I got a side of blazing.
side of blazing.
The blazing hot sauce.
Oh,
Just a side of it.
just the side.
And I think maybe like 3 of my wings, I dipped in that, dipped in the blue cheese, and ate it. And I was like, fuck, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, but then you cross-pollinated, and then you're just both of them get fucked up.
No, because I had the one blue cheese, because that's why I got 2 blue cheese. I got the one blue cheese with the blazing, the 7 blue cheese was
Yeah.
just the blue cheese.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't cross-pollinate sauces unless.
It's like someone saying, I like ranch and blue cheese, but can you put them together? Fuck you!
no.
Who the fuck do you think
Get
you
the
are?
fuck out of here.
You ain't no Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Fucking Attila the Hun, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You don't run shit.
Anyways, so
Oh, real quick, by the way,
God.
I'm sorry. Oh, you
all
continue.
good.
Did you know that Attila the Hun raped and fucked so many women before he died that at least 5% of the
Mhm.
entire population in the world is related to him?
I think it was only the population of like Asia, but
It
doesn't matter.
5% of
5% of a
Either
very
way.
large number.
If,
yeah.
if you take 5% of 7 billion, though, I mean, because they went across the world.
Yeah,
That's why
no,
they say
yeah,
the entire-
yeah, no. A
That's
gang of
fucking
people can
insane.
trace their lineage back to me. Yeah, that's nuts.
That's insane. I wish I was related to Attila the Hun. That'd be dope.
Be kind of dope.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
So, all right. So around cookie 4 or 5, I had myself a nice fat sandwich, and then around cookie 8, I had a fat PB and J. You forget how good a fucking PB and J is.
Oh, I don't forget.
Woo!
Trust me. I don't forget.
And then I
that.
came home, had some cake, and I felt so fucking bad.
Oh, I'm sure.
I felt horrible.
I believe it.
Went to bed feeling like shit. Got baked, still felt like shit.
I believe it.
Woke up, still felt like shit.
I believe it.
And then I had class. Like the first day of school was last Tuesday. And I was fine. Like I was at school and I was like, I actually don't feel too bad. Like I'm surprised. I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
Class.
And then it didn't happen until, which I don't know if this is just a coincidence or maybe this is my body. Shit, I don't know.
Mhm.
But right around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'm at work. That which was around the time that I ate my first cookie.
Mhm.
Like it was 24 hours after my first cookie. I felt like shit. I had no energy. If you
That
could have
sounds about
put a 20-pound dumbbell in front of me and I would have been like, I can't pick that up. I had no energy. I had no strength because like we have to pull the lines back and then sweep behind them, right? And usually I'm the one that pulls back the lines. Not that they're like heavy, but for all the pussies that work there.
You're the guy and you're
Exactly.
the youngest, you're in strength.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck me up.
Yeah. But all the pussies that work there,
Mhm.
they have trouble with it. So I was like, fuck, I'll do it, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Right.
And you couldn't do it.
And I could, but it was like, oh.
Fuck my life.
Like, you know when you're doing like one last heavy squat after your legs are fucked up?
Or when
That's what it felt like.
you can't go to the gym for a month because of random shit and you go back and you try and
like,
do what you did. It's like, fuck this. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly how I felt. And then went home, got super baked, and had a fucking panic attack, which was really weird.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
I may have had one. I think I had an anxiety attack once.
Well, that's what it was, yeah. I've had 2 anxiety attacks. One was this Tuesday, which was fucking weird. I don't know what it was. I think it may, honestly, I think it was probably all the sugar. I think I went into like some kind of crazy, because I mean, I don't.
You had so much of it.
So much of it.
Your body wasn't used to having it, so you're
I
kind
think
of
that's
going
what it
through
could
that.
have been.
Yeah, it's probably an anxiety, because I think I had one before.
I know sugar leads to it.
Yeah, I never had one recently, but I think I remember having one. I can't remember exactly the details, but I think I remember. Fuck, I just remember I was high and Mom was coming home and she wasn't supposed to come home for like another 2 hours.
Ooh.
And I was freaking out.
That's rough.
Yeah, she was gonna be home like in 10 minutes and I was freaking out. And I remember saying that, oh yeah, I'm about to leave or so. I can't remember what the fuck happened. Something like I can't remember exactly. It's not
You were
fucking
just all
important.
fucked up.
Oh yeah, it was like a 10 minutes, like what the fuck, just running through the house, like freaking out. You and Dylan
Sucks.
went home or something like that. That's why I smoked. No, that was the best. Is that when Mom wasn't home, like she went away for a weekend, like I'm in your shoes, and Mom went away for a weekend. This is when I don't know if I told you. This is a great. One of my favorite stories to tell is that I was still living at home. It was you, Dylan, and I. We're still here, obviously. And Mom went out to go see Steven. You went up to go see Ryan in Phoenix, and then Dylan was in Virginia or wherever the fuck he was.
Shit.
He wasn't home.
This already sounds like a great story.
Oh, it was fantastic. And so I'm home alone. I have 3 full days. I have Mom left Thursday because I dropped off at the airport. I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I wasn't picking Mom up from the airport until like Monday.
You know what
early
though?
in the
That
morning.
Friday, did you still, after you smoked in the back of your head, you're like, fuck, somebody's gonna come home,
Nope.
I swear. No?
Nope. I was not because because Mom wasn't picking you. No, Mom came home late Sunday, and you weren't coming home until Monday, or something like that. I can't remember.
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. So I remember that Thursday I come home, I just had the house to myself, so all I did was fucking play video games the whole night, stay up late as shit, and I passed out. And I remember I took off work from Baggins for that entire weekend because I'm like, I'll have the whole house to myself. I'm not inviting anybody over, I'm not doing shit, I'm just having Cam over, and we're gonna smoke a shit ton of weed. And I remember I had an eighth of Christmas bud.
It's Christmas bud.
This was years ago, but it's this certain bud that only is in season during December, and they just call it Christmas bud. It's nothing special, it's nothing fancy. It's not Mersh and it's not red. It's not Mersh and it's not dank. It's like right there in the middle. It's not bad. It's okay.
Just some solid Christmas bud.
Yeah, it's solid.
You just kind of smoke it because it's
Exactly. That's all it is. And so I had an eighth of that, and I had 2 grams of some purple Kush. And so, and this is during college football when they still had the BCS. So Karen comes over, I think Friday or Saturday. But I remember Friday, what I did is I opened up all the fucking windows in the living room, had my piece, and I just smoked in the house.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it.
Yeah, I do that
because
all the
that
time.
shit airs the fuck out, and no one's any the wiser.
Yeah.
And then I remember I think I smoked 1 gram of that shit one day. Cause I was being smart with it. I wasn't gonna just fucking smoke it all. I'm not gonna be fucking crazy and burn it all in one weekend. I got all this I can save.
I'd probably do that. Like one night, I'd probably go silly.
And that was Saturday. That's when Cam and I, we smoked all of it, I think, except for enough that was Sunday. We smoked the entire eighth and a gram, except for I'd say maybe 3/4 of the eighth, whatever is left. That we saved that for Sunday, and then we smoked that Sunday, and we spaced it out. But that was a fucking dope weekend. It was just me and my boy and I, sorry, and
get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'll get into that in a second, and yeah, we just fucking blazed like we were fucking Indians in a fucking teepee. Oh yeah, we just fucking blazed in the house and it was fucking dope. And we just had this little guy right here, Mr. Nubs. And
I think Duke's been high.
Oh, I've gotten him high plenty of times.
Think so?
Oh, I've gotten him high plenty of times.
So you blowing smoke in his ear?
Yeah.
You're a dick. They hate that shit.
Duke doesn't like it at all. At all. He hates it. So I think I did it 3 or 4 times and then I stopped because he just didn't
Yeah.
like it. I did it the first time I did it. I blew in his nose and he
You're
hated it.
such an asshole.
I didn't know. And he
Why
didn't,
would you? Why would you do it in the first place? He
Cause I
hates.
was high.
Is that why he hates being blown on? You think? Because if you ever blown
Probably.
on his face and he's like,
Yeah.
"Rah, rah, rah, rah."
Yeah, probably. And he hated it. And so I was like, oh, let's try the ear. So I tried the ear the second time I did it. And then he didn't like it. I was like, all right, let's try one more time just to be sure. Did it again and he hated it. So I was like, all right, no more getting high. It's all right, little man. We're good.
All right.
So,
Real quick, I gotta go drop a deuce. All right, we're back. Anyways, so right, so Tuesday I had a shitty anxiety attack, which the only one other time that I had one, this one kind of makes sense. It was my senior year of high school, or no, it was the summer before my senior year of high school. I was back east, and it was the night before I flew, and I was watching a zombie movie with Dad. And for whatever reason, I just got hit with this fat ass like wave of anxiety, and it was the weirdest fucking thing.
that's weird.
All I could think was like, I'm gonna die on that plane tomorrow, and zombies are gonna bust down the door right now.
What
And it was
fuck?
the weirdest thing,
Not
because I've
zombies
never,
on a plane, motherfucker.
because I had never like I've never been much of an anxious person or much
Yeah.
of like a, you
I
know,
understand.
big old puss, you know. Oh no, Notre Dame missed the 3. So that was the only other time. But anyways, both times it's really weird because like I'll identify the problem and then I'm like, yo, you're good. Like I'll like recap everything I've done throughout the day and then I'm always like, okay, let's see. Yeah, you're good. No need to stress.
No
I think
need
it
to
might have
freak
just
out.
I think it might have just been the combination of school and all the sugar. Anyways, Wednesday nothing happened. Thursday, which was what did I do Thursday?
Whoa, you farting, man.
God damn, Bo. Nothing. I feel like something interesting happened Thursday night. No. Anyways, yesterday. Now this is where I said I was gonna get into religion. This is
All right, let's hit it
pretty
up
much what I'm
Friday.
getting into. Do you know what the movie Silence is?
No, I think I'm pretty sure I've heard of it.
Okay. It came out I think a couple days before Christmas. Has Liam Neeson in it. Homeboy that played the Spider-Man from a couple years ago. Andrew Garfield? I
yeah.
think? Yeah. Anyways, Taylor tells me, hey dude, let's go see Silence at 405 right up the road.
Okay.
He's like, it's a samurai action movie, right? I was
Okay.
like, fuck yeah. He's like, samurai action movie got Liam Neeson in it. I was like, oh shit. And
It's
he's
Liam Neeson.
yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
Is Liam Neeson the net is like the last like star? Like he doesn't do like Sean Connery. Like Sean Connery is a Hollywood star. He doesn't always do like the best movies, but because he doesn't really give a fuck. You know, take Highlander. I'm from Spain.
Yeah.
I'm a Russian sub commander. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Is that Liam Neeson? Sort of though.
Kind of powerful dunk? Holy shit.
Is that sort of Liam Neeson? Like he kind of plays like the same character in a shell, but he doesn't change his acting though. He
Yeah.
still acts. Is what I'm
Right.
saying though. He doesn't get into
I feel what
roles
you're
and
saying.
stuff.
I suppose.
Cause he always plays like that wise ass motherfucker that, you know,
He's pretty
drops
much Qui-Gon
drops
Jinn.
yeah, he's Qui-Gon
He's
Jinn.
Qui-Gon
He's,
Jinn.
he's fucking Zeus and he's fucking Ra's al Ghul. I mean, he doesn't change.
And he's Raiden. No, he's not Raiden. Never mind.
But what I'm saying is like he doesn't change his acting style if you think about
Yeah,
it. Is
yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying
kind of-
though.
he's
So is he
typecast.
kind of like, yeah, he's typecast, but it's not like you're gonna go see a Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Liam Neeson's movie. Fuck yeah, I want to see a Liam Neeson movie.
Except for this one. Anyways, so Taylor tells me Samurai's action Liam Neeson. I am sold, right?
Yeah.
Get in. Pay for our tickets.
Mhm.
Get in there. About 6.5 people in the movie theater. Sit down. And turns out the whole movie
Mm-hmm.
is 3 hours of Andrew Garfield and I think the dude that played as Kylo Ren. I think him.
Okay.
It's those two going into Japan in the 1600s to convert people to Christian, right? To convert all these Buddhists to Christianity. And all the hardships that they go to. That is literally the fucking film. There is 0 samurai action. There is about 15 minutes of Liam Neeson. And if anybody gets mad that I'm spoiling this at all, go fuck yourself because you shouldn't see the movie anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I paid $7 for a honey dicking. I was...
Oh, that's what you're talking about in the group chat? You were saying I paid $7 for a honey dick.
For a honey dick.
Passion of the Christ 2.
That's literally what it was. It was pretty much Passion of the Christ 2. Because Andrew Garfield, and I saw it from the beginning, he fucking, over time, right, because this whole movie... First off, it was directed by Martin Scorsese, right?
Oh, so you give it a chance. It's Scorsese.
I'm done. I'm never watching Goodfellas. I'm never watching The Departed ever again. Because he honey dicked me with silence. Because Taylor read a review online that said, action thriller with a good story. And then he saw a trailer, and he saw samurais, and he saw Liam Neeson, and he put 2 and 2 together.
Fair, that's understandable, but...
He put 2 and 2 together, and it somehow equaled 4. I mean, 3 instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up. So yeah, it was pretty much Passion of the Christ 2. And throughout the whole movie, you see Andrew Garfield, his hair gets longer, his beard gets a little fuller, and he goes through all this bullshit, and his faith is tested, and he renounces God a couple times, but then he's like, never mind, I love Jesus. And, oh, dude, I'm telling you. And the entire movie, me and Taylor, we get in there, right? He brought a can with him, and then he brought seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And we were eating the seeds, and he's like, all right, I'm going to toss in a dip when the first time somebody dies, like the first time somebody gets killed, we'll toss in a dip. And by the way, the movie starts out pretty strong. Like, the movie starts out, and it could have been dope. And the thing is, too, is, so throughout the whole movie, it's him just, like, you know, testing his faith, blah, blah, blah. And the sad thing is that it's 3 hours. I got honey dick for 3 hours.
That's Scorsese.
I got cock teased for 3 hours, and I thought what was gonna happen because since I walked in expecting action, I thought what was gonna happen was because there's this one part in the film where he gets captured by these by the Japanese, and they're like, well, you've pretty much taught these people that after death is heaven, so you've pretty much taught them that like death is. It's like a release, like, you know, like, okay, sure, you can torture me, you can kill me, but at the end of the day, I win because I go to heaven.
Yeah.
He's like, you've taught them that, so we're pretty much just going to kill all these people in front of you. We're not going to kill you, we're just going to break your will. Essentially, that's what happened. I thought what was going to happen, because Taylor, he's like, I'm sure it just has a slow start, right? I thought what was going to happen was, and this could be dope, I thought what was going to happen was he was going to, like, they were going to attempt to kill him. They almost kill him, and he's like, yes, I'm finally going to leave this earth. I've been through all this bullshit for months, years, however long. I'm finally going to die and go to heaven. It'll be dope. And then they, like, almost kill him. Like,
but they don't.
And then he's like, and then he just becomes this badass who's like, fucking kill me. And then he just gets into like dope ass samurai battles. Like, that'd be dope.
That'd be pretty cool.
No, that's not what happens. He just fucking sits there balls deep in the Bible for another hour and a half. So you literally, I paid $3 for a Bible cock tease. I mean, 3 hours, $7 of my life wasted on the Bible and a enormous Martin Scorsese cock tease.
That sucks.
Yeah. So. Then
Scorsese usually has good like he makes fantastic movies.
The Departed, Goodfellas. There's one other big one. One other really good big movie.
I'm drawing a huge
Not
blank
Casino.
Right
Fuck.
Why am I drawing a huge blank too? Anyway.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So then naturally, I come home, and me and Taylor just crushed a bunch of brews and watched Steven Seagal movies.
Not so bad.
Wasn't bad.
Okay.
We watched Full Metal, or no, not Full Metal. Ghost in the Shell, the movie,
Oh, solid.
because the
movie's
actual
coming out
movie's
this
coming
year.
out soon. So
I need to watch that.
yeah,
I
so
need
we
to
went and
watch
watched that, and the entire time all we were talking about is like, God, I hope I get to see some Scarlett Johansson titties,
Maybe.
doubt
You
it.
may see like some side.
some side boob, hopefully some ass, but
At least you'll probably.
we're not seeing Scarlett Johansson titties.
Yeah. I mean, you can just go online, honestly.
That's very true. Yeah, she did. Yeah, There are those nudes.
Listen, she was dating Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Things got leaked. So. But
So
what's awesome about that whole leak, because like the whole fapping that happened like 2 years ago, whatever, a bunch of stuff was up in arms and then Scarlett Johansson got leaked like a year before that. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. I know my best angles. I know it looks good on me. Let people see it. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Like, you my chick. I love you.
So yeah, we watched that, and then we started watching this one movie called Last Night, or Last Nights.
Oh yeah, I was gonna watch that with Brittany.
Which
is it?
It starts off really cool, and
Yeah, it's got Gerard Butler and Owen. Oh, fuck, what's his
no,
name?
not Gerard Butler.
No, I'm thinking of a different movie then. Sorry.
It's got Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah, he's in that too. Gerard Butler's in that movie.
Gerard Butler's not in the movie. You're getting them mixed up with. Anyways, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, like the first 5 minutes are pretty dope. It starts off really hard, and then Dylan went to bed, and me and Taylor really wanted to watch Steven Seagal movies for some reason.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
So-
I don't see a single complaint.
So Dylan goes to bed because he was like, I don't want to watch Steven Seagal. I was like, go fuck yourself. So he goes to bed, and me and Taylor are like, yo, do you want to just crush brews and watch Steven Seagal movies? And that's exactly what we did.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, okay way to relieve the pain of a
Shitty fucking religious movie.
horrible cock tease.
Well, the thing what I love about Steven Seagal movies is that he's the same 3 moves throughout their entire film, which is awesome.
Yeah, he just fucking rotates his hands.
Yeah, little rotation, little flip. Maybe throws a random like little knee kick because he can't get his leg up too high.
It's like, I mean,
He's just so fat.
so fat.
Like, dude.
And the funniest thing is too is like since
Steven Seagal seems like the kind of guy that when he was in shape, he would be on keto, and then he's like, you know what, fuck keto, I don't need to do this anymore, and he starts eating like 8 burritos a day and crushing like a 30-pack of Keystone.
yeah, he's like me. Like he dude probably had a couple lbs to lose, gets down,
And then
drops
said,
40
"Fuck
pounds,
it."
and then he's like, oh, I've lost enough weight, I can probably just start eating normally now, and then just goes back
And
to
it starts reverting and
bread
reverting and reverting and
cookies
reverting.
and
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
But
Goddamn Steven Seagal.
Fucking
Why
Steven
can't you
Seagal.
still be in shape?
No,
Who's
the-
in shape?
the funny thing is like after watching a lot of MMA and like knowing like how it looks when somebody gets hit in the face,
Mhm.
like Steven Seagal movies, he'll throw a palm strike at someone's solar plexus and they go flying across the room and break into a table.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's like
The
how
fuck?
do you go flying through and break that table when you hit the table with your back against a hard corner part and if the
Yeah.
table breaks in 2 in the middle?
in the
What
middle.
What
yeah,
the
what
fuck?
the fuck?
Come on, Steven Seagal. Come on now.
And yeah, so we watched Sniper Special Ops, and then we watched A Good Man. And I was trying to think. I was like, does he know that he's a joke at this point? Like he has to know.
He has to.
He
know.
has to
He
know.
has to know that he's just. He's that Netflix sensation.
Yeah.
He's that big Netflix draw. It's like you know you're gonna watch a shitty Steven Seagal movie.
You know what you're gonna get.
You know you're gonna get a line. I'm a bad man. I lost my
bad
faith in humanity a long time ago. It's like, dude, shut the
Shut the
fuck up.
fuck up.
This gets into some shitty action
Go the
right
fuck back to Russia.
now.
So
exactly.
no, they're fun. They're honestly fun to watch. They're bad. You know what you're gonna get into.
But it's so bad, it's good. It's like Shark Tornado.
Exactly.
Or Sharknado. Sorry.
Sharknado.
Apparently they're making a 4th one.
I hope so.
I want one.
It's so dope.
I need a 4th one. I need one.
Um,
Apparently there's a Sharknado spin-off like Steeler film out there. It's like World War II. It's like sharks versus Nazis or something like that. I don't know.
for sure gotta cop that.
It's not some. I
Sounds
don't know
dope.
exactly. I know is these sharks. They're up in the sky and they're fighting like fighter planes and shit from like World War II or something like that. I can't. I just know it's
the
a
greatest
thing.
movie of all time.
It might be the.
Might be the
it
greatest
might
movie
be.
of all time.
It might be. But fuck, what was it? You know Rotten Tomatoes, right? Like
Yeah.
perhaps presently one of the best movie review and rating sites out there.
Mm.
Possibly. I mean, they started off as a joke, but they started gaining some
They did?
notoriety. Oh yeah, they started off as like a joke. It was
Really?
It was a joke, Rotten Tomatoes. Oh yeah, but now they have like Rotten Tomatoes now
My
has
only
like,
problem
some
is
weight
that
behind them.
I hate the way that critics review movies.
That's why I like Rotten Tomatoes. 'Cause it's just everyday people. It's not critics.
Well,
They're not
no,
criticizing
they
the
do
movie.
have they have two
They-
ratings.
they
have the
review
critic rating and then they have like the popular rating.
Yeah.
And almost always like you'll have these movies that everybody loves. Like I bet you if I looked up John Wick, it'd probably have like a 78% from people, because there's the people that think they're critics and like, John Wick doesn't have a story. I want to cry at the end of my film. And then if they don't, they give it a bad rating. And then you have the people that are normal human beings and not assholes like you and I, and you can sit down, you can watch a movie, and you can enjoy it.
Well, I plan on seeing John Wick 2 in the midnight release, by the way.
100%.
I work that Thursday, so I'll get off work and be like, Brittany, we're going straight to the theater, and I'm seeing John Wick 2.
Take me with.
All right. Alright, we'll go see it.
Fuck
I'm sure Marketplace is showing it, so I'm seeing John Wick 2 at the midnight release showing. There is no way I'm not missing that movie. I love me some John Wick. Plus, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The best part of that movie is the pit bull is fully grown and he has an extra one throughout the entire fucking film. That is fucking awesome. If that doesn't make you happy and give you a little joy inside, if you haven't seen John Wick, so I'm ruining it for you, but fuck you. The fact that he gets to pick up that little pit bull, he's like, let's go home. Like, that's fucking awesome. It's just, I don't give a, like, that's a happy ending. His dog dies in the beginning of the film because of these fucking assholes. Most adorable little dog ever. Most adorable.
So cute.
God, so cute. And then fucking he gets to pick up his own little puppy and they go home. Like, come on!
Yeah.
Right there!
You know what the thing is, though? Is like, what, if I'm Roger Ebert, right? Some douchebag snob who probably also likes fine art and red wine.
I like some red wine, personally.
Like, what really makes that a bad story? Like, let's, alright, you know what, just to make sure that I'm not, like, talking out of my ass, I guarantee you it has bad critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's fair. Let's check out John Wick reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fair. Oh, wow, 85%.
Wow, the critics actually enjoy it. That's very surprising. They like it more than the users.
Well, the users are, I mean, that's actually quite surprising.
That's super surprising.
Excellent. That makes me happy.
Well.
It's not, who the fuck are you, David Sims? Fuck off. It's not perfect, but it's a special, it is special, especially for a mid-budget Hollywood action drama, and it has stuck for me in my mind since the late night screening last Friday.
What's wrong with that?
It's not perfect. I'm sorry, that movie is basically perfect. I'm sorry, there is no fucking open holes. Everything is, here's a story, close and shut. He gets his revenge, he's fucking happy. I mean...
Okay, but he still said it, I mean, he gave it a tomato, so he enjoys it.
He enjoys
Whereas
it.
This dude, John Wick, feels like action mana for its... First off, fuck you. I have a good vocab, and I have glasses and thick eyebrows. Go fuck yourself, Joshua Rothkopf. You and your fake
fucking
name.
Twat.
You cunt monkey. Feels like action mana for its cleanly designed gun fu sequences, but the revenge plotting is deeply dopey, and we shouldn't have to choose one or the other.
We're not choosing one or the other. The fucking story of his dog and car getting stolen and killed leads into the actual storyline.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
He's the best assassin in the world who wanted to retire because he found someone he loves, and then people started to fuck with him.
Exactly.
Like,
honestly, but like, how bad? Like, okay, if you know what? If they said fuck the action and made John Wick into more of a story drama bullshit movie,
like just like a 5 minutes of action type thing.
Yeah, like you could take the exact same plot idea, but like make it into like a good movie if you just gave the plot more attention. Like, honestly, it's not that bad of a plot when you think about it. Also, you don't need it.
You don't need a solid plot. I mean, the plot tells itself. I mean, his wife that he loved died, and in the same week, his dog gets killed by these little fucking twat monkey Russian mobsters, and then they steal his baby, his car. Like,
69 Boss Mustang.
Fucking awesome car. I'm sick as shit. It's kind of sad when you see the commercials for it and stuff. Like, the car just gets totaled, but it's like, hey, he's got his car back at least.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, hey, he knows what he's doing. It's John Wick. I'm sure he's got some money.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, but
like Aaron, my buddy Aaron, he doesn't like it because he's the same kind of dude who fucking likes having plot and shit like that.
No, it's a simple plot. That's
exactly.
People want more. People want like Inception type plots, some complicated shit where they think it sounds cool as fuck because it's complicated as shit.
Yeah.
No, John Wick, here it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not anything you gotta dig deep into.
What's the problem with that?
And I'm sorry.
Why is that so bad?
Like, I'm sorry. 2015. I think that's when it came out, right?
2014, I think.
Is that when it came out?
2014.
2014. Okay, so 2014 when it came out. That club scene from the moment where you see John Wick walking into the fucking club there and he meets Kevin Nash. He's like, "Hey, you've lost some weight. Like, I'll let you live because you're my homie. You're cool as fuck." It's like, "All right, go ahead, man. You're cool."
From then on.
From that club scene to the moment he walks out and says, "Yo, homeboy's dead." That entire 15 minutes
Dope.
is nonstop action and is sick as
so
fuck.
dope.
And if you don't like that, if you hate John Wick, but you have to admit that club scene
It's dope.
is dope as fuck. And literally, when I was running, like when I was on deployment a year and a half or so ago, I would watch John Wick, and I had it timed up perfectly. 45 minutes of running was to the moment he walked out of the club. That was 45 minutes, so I was dope as fuck. So like those last 15 minutes, I'm there just fucking, yes, let's go. We're just fucking booking my ass off. 15 minutes, I'm just fucking pumped up as shit. Plus that song, whatever it is, it's fucking sick as shit. And I have it on my phone because it's sick, and it just gets me jacked up watching that scene.
But yeah, I don't like what's wrong with watching a movie that just has a bad plot and dope action sequences?
Nothing wrong with that.
Like why is that a crime?
Like, I'm intrigued to see what John Wick 2 is about. Like, I want to know, like...
Yeah, I'm thoroughly curious.
Like,
they
so
said that the
curious
dog
about it.
isn't going to die. Like, they're not going to have another dog death again.
Good.
Can't regurgitate that shit.
No. It's kind of
You know,
sad.
you know what's dope, though, is the fact that it's, like, kind of realistic. Like, think about it, right?
It is.
Think about someone broke into your house and killed your dogs. What would you do? You'd go fuck them up.
Oh, I would kill a motherfucker.
Right.
Oh, I would kill a motherfucker.
I'd kill a motherfucker.
I would... Ooh.
Yeah,
Like-
see? So it's
Oh,
realistic,
yeah. Mhm.
but rather than having some street thugs break into our house, like some random, trash break into
Yeah,
our house,
they just take it to,
they
like...
take it to the next level, like
I'd say
6 levels above.
Yeah, like at least 6 levels.
And instead of having 2 meatheads that think they know jujitsu,
Yeah.
they have this assassin.
You have a assassin.
And instead of
who's-
street thugs, you have Russian mobsters. And then he decides, fuck this, I'm going to take down the entire mob.
Like, I don't want to take down the mob. I just want revenge against these 2 fucks because I'm pissed off you killed my dog, you took my car, and I need to get some anger out because my wife just died who pulled me out of this fucking bullshit world
Yeah.
that I don't want to be a part of anymore. There's nothing wrong with that.
We've spent the last, 20 minutes breaking down John Wick.
Who gives a
Not
shit?
mad about it.
I'm not mad at all. John Wick is a
Um,
fantastic movie.
Okay, so why the fuck were you... What's with you? I said Taylor and me
Okay,
earlier.
so...
You're like, Taylor and I. You're
Okay.
the same person that probably doesn't like John Wick.
I love John Wick. You know that. I got you into John Wick, motherfucker. I told you. I sent you a message on fucking Facebook during deployment saying, "Hey, have you seen John Wick?" And you said no. Watch it.
Nope, you're not the reason I watched it.
Alright.
It was my buddy Justin who told me about it.
I definitely told you to watch it, and the next day you watched it 4 times. Either way, not important. The reason I'm whole on the, Bob and I instead of me and Bob is because proper grammar makes you sound... It doesn't... I'm not saying it makes you sound more intelligent, it just sounds better. It makes you
Right.
rise above the fucking common folk in a sense. Like, what's wrong with speaking proper? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just being more polite and making you... It's just... When you start talking like that, though, you just feel better, too, instead of just being like some random saying, "Oh, that's on fleek. Bay and I..." Like, what sounds better? Bay and I, we're on fleek right now, me and my squad. Like, that sounds like shit. But when you say, "Yeah, Pete and I went out to go down to the bars. We were all dressed up nice and stuff. We met a couple girls. We had a good time." What sounds better? What does that sound okay? Or does me and Pete went down looking on fleek, picked up a couple side bitches, and we fucked them? Like, what sounds better? Be honest.
I like option B.
Shut the fuck up.
I get that, but at the same time, who gives a fuck about the difference between me and Taylor and I?
It's just more proper. It just sounds.
Coming from
It just sounds professional.
coming from you,
There's a
who
diff-
always
there's a
asks
difference-
me how to spell words. Hey, how do you spell Christmas again,
Shut the fuck up.
dummy?
But it just sounds like you're not going to use B. What I just said, B, in the workplace. You're going to use A in the workplace. Like when you're talking to people and to customers and stuff,
No
it's
shit.
better to sound more professional. When you start using that and translating it to your real life, it just sounds better and it makes you seem more grown up and more adult. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like
Right.
you got the little fucking hooligans and street thugs down the fucking street there that are gonna be like Fleek and Bay and Squad and Fire
Are
and
you
Yo.
really giving me a lesson on?
Not you. I'm
how
just
to
saying in
speak?
general. I'm just saying in general.
Right, but I know. Okay, there's a time when you can talk like a
It just
doucher,
it just
and there's a
raises you
time-
above the Neanderthals.
and there's a
that's
time when you can talk proper.
Mhm.
I know the difference between those two.
all. I understand that.
So when I'm hanging out with you, making coffee at fucking 9:45 in the morning, slightly hungover, I don't give a shit if I use Taylor and I or Taylor and me. I don't want to hear it.
just saying.
I don't want to hear
It's
it.
just proper language. There's nothing.
I
wrong
know,
with using
but
it.
that's one,
all
like-
I'm saying.
It's so dumb.
I get what you're saying. It is dumb, but when you start using it a little bit more, you will understand. And you're fucking 18 years old, turning 19 in a couple months. I'm telling you, your views on a lot of things will change. What I thought at 18, 19 is completely different than what I do now at 25, about to be
I
26.
I know when to and when not to,
I
to
understand.
talk properly. I know how
understand
to.
that. I get that.
I guarantee
I'm just
100%
saying.
I have better grammar, and spell reading than you.
Highly doubt that.
100%. What
Highly
the fuck,
doubt that.
sir?
Highly doubt that.
Coming from, hey, bro, how do you spell vegetarian again? If I had $1 for how many times you and Dylan both asked me when I was like 12, and you guys were,
Oh, I was
around
19.
18.
I was your
hey,
age.
bro,
at the
how
time.
do you spell this simple word? Hey, let
Okay.
me tell you.
One, you can't give a good example, and two, again, I was
Okay,
your
I
age.
don't fucking.
I'm just saying it's
it happened
different.
a lot.
That's all. I'm just saying it's
It
different.
happened a lot.
Either way, I'm just saying it's different. Anyway, I'm going to do the UFC for a bit.
Jesus.
Well, that definitely gave us both a little shock right there. So, what's the next one? 206? 207's up next?
208.
208?
206.
I can't remember.
205 was back in
December.
December.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah, 206 had,
Actually, November.
either way. Anyway, so the next one's what? 207 in
No,
February?
207 was with Ronda Rousey.
Oh, that was 07. Okay, so
That
20
was-
208
That
has
was
Holly
December
Holm on it.
28.
Has Holly Holm and Silva on it. I can't keep track of them.
Yeah,
sometimes.
card shit. I'm not buying that card.
Yeah, I'm not too intrigued
I'm not
about
buying
it.
that card.
No, I wouldn't. It's not. It doesn't grab me enough like the other ones, and I'm just glad I'm not working that night. Which makes me
Like,
happy.
okay, let's see.
I mean, the whole reason why I get into it too is more so for Anderson Silva, and I truly believe he's gonna win this fight.
Yeah, he's fighting Derek Brunson.
Yeah, but at the same at the same time though, Silva finally has a full camp, and I've seen most of the Silva Bisping fight when Silva took that like on a week and a half, 2 weeks notice, and stood with him for 5 rounds, and Bisping refused to take him down to the ground, which I thought was funny as shit. But you know, this is an intriguing fight for Silva more so than it is Derek Brunson.
This is the only fight on the card that I really want to. Well, and I guess Ian McCall.
Okay, what about Souza Bosch? That doesn't look intriguing to you? That's an intriguing fight. Can Tim Bosch beat fucking Yarke? Is that how I say it right?
I don't know.
Yarke, Sarze, whatever the fuck it is. But that's an intriguing fight because if Bosch can beat him, then that's. But
Why
I
the
don't know.
fuck are they throwing? I remember watching this dude fight.
I do love Tim Bosch's fucking power gut though. That's
Yeah.
fucking.
At 185 too.
That's a Chuck Liddell power. That's the guy that fucking goes home and slams a 30-pack of Keystone at night after
So
training.
dope.
Yep.
Now I remember watching Tim Boach fight. I think his last fight. Who did he fight? Yeah, Rafael Natal.
Oh, he hasn't won a fight in his last 4 though.
Yeah, he has.
No.
Bosch?
Bosch, yeah.
He just beat this dude, dummy.
I thought red was a loss.
No.
Oh, it was a win. Oh, my bad. Okay, so he's won his last 2. Okay. Well, he lost 3 leading up to that, but he did lose to Charles Leahy, Dan Henderson, and who else did he lose to before that? He lost to Ed Herman, that dude. Fuck, hey.
Rockhold. Okay, no, that fight really doesn't intrigue me. He's 20-10. I remember watching that fight against him and Rafael Natal, and I was like, okay.
I'm just more intrigued to see if he can beat literally a top 5 fighter in the middleweight division.
He's also old.
I mean, that Derek Lewis Tim Brown fight's gonna be a fucking banger. That starts off the main
Travis
card.
Brown, you mean?
Travis Brown, sorry. That's gonna be a fucking banger.
Yeah, actually,
That's gonna be a banger to start off the
I
card.
actually thoroughly enjoy that fight.
That's gonna be a dope fight.
Dustin Poirier, Jim Miller.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Ooh, I actually kind of like that
Be a
fight.
very technician fight.
They're throwing.
Hold on, wait. Where was that card? Where was that one placed at? That's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's leading off the fucking prelims. How's that?
According to the
That's
UFC
weird.
site, this is all just on the main card. They have 18 fights on the main card.
Yeah, right. They have 18 fights as a pay-per-view. They're charging like $90 for that shit.
No, this. I mean, Glover Teixeira versus
Whoever the fuck Jared
Whoever the fuck.
Cornier is.
9-1 looks jacked.
The
as
Killer
shit.
Gorilla. That's a dope name. So his only loss was to who?
He has 4 fights in the UFC.
Sean Jordan. Who the fuck are you, Sean Jordan?
Jesus.
What's his record right now? That Sean Jordan guy?
18, so he hasn't fought since 2015 though. He might not even be with the UFC anymore.
Yeah, that's a good possibility.
1-3, lost 1, and then he was like, "See ya."
Yeah, he might just look like shit though.
Maybe.
He's UFC for a minute though.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, so. Alright, Holly Holm, Jermaine Durandame.
I'm intrigued because aren't they both old? I know Holmes in her late 30s. Her hair is long as fuck. Holy shit! Not a
Sure
fucking.
gotta cut that shit. Yeah, down her ass. That's crazy.
God damn. Oh, shoot, when she's knocking bitches out, though. I mean, who are we to judge, honestly? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But no, that Silver Brunson fight, that one and the,
Derek Lewis, Travis Brown.
yeah,
Those are
those
really
two
the
that
only 2 fights that I really want to see.
yeah. I'm intrigued by the, Bosch fight? Bosch?
Coach.
Bosch. God damn, these fucking crazy names. I mean, I just want to see Bosch. That's really it. But, no, the Silver Brunson and Lewis Brown, those are the only 2 that I really, truly care about.
I hope all the young guys win only because the UFC
Speaking of
is
young
so
guys,
old.
are you going to tune in tonight for
Yes, I already know
Tito's
what
last
you're going to
fight?
say. Fuck yes. That card is dope, too. There's a bunch of good fights on there.
The only reason I say that is because Tito Ortiz, in my opinion, is the last, I guess, grandfather of the UFC. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's the last guy there that is still fighting. I mean, he's 18-12, which is, to me, insane. I thought he's fought way more than that, honestly. But, like, I'm just intrigued. Let's see what happens. Because, I mean, him and Sonnen are both, you know, older guys. The only reason it's the main card, honestly, or the main event is because it's fucking Tito Ortiz and Chael Sonnen. And Sonnen knows how to promote a fight like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He plays the perfect bad guy. The perfect bad guy. So I'm intrigued for this fight. I hope Sonnen fucking knocks him out, honestly. Just because then it just puts a nice little cap on the ending of Tito's career and that he should have retired way back in the day.
I don't know, man. They're both
But
old.
but Tito's won a couple fights in Bellator though. He's won 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tito.
Well, yeah, still Tito.
And it's Chael. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't really count either of them out.
I think standing up, I give a slight edge to Tito, but if it goes to the ground, I'm going straight Sonnen though.
But Tito has that ground and pound.
Ground and pound, that's totally different than ground game.
Right, but there's
As a complete ground game, I give it to Sonnen. Standing up, I give a slight edge to Tito. The only reason I give a slight edge, if this was like 5 years ago, I give complete advantage to Tito, because he's older. He's older. He's not as fast. He's not as agile.
very true. Yeah, I think Chael wins the fight.
I think it's gonna go to a decision. I think it's gonna. I would like to tune into it if I had the chance to. I don't know if I will be able to, but I think it's gonna go to a decision. I think it's gonna be. It won't be as bad as that last Kimbo fight. Did you watch that fight at all?
Yeah, him and
That at 5,000.
yeah.
Bruh, I stayed up until midnight.
I think you told me this
I had to
story.
I stayed awake and I had to be on watch like in 4 hours on deployment. I stayed up to watch that fight. So I just wanted to know who won. I refused to get on Facebook and all this shit 'cause I knew it would
You
be
wanted to watch
posted and
it,
stuff. Wanted to watch it. The first minute, the first 30 seconds, banger, just come out swinging. After that, gassed. Most boring fight I have ever watched in my life. So boring. And they're there, hands by their feet, just throwing this. Ugh.
And then Dada 5000 has a heart attack.
Ugh. Yeah, literally has a heart attack. I'm surprised they didn't call a fucking stoppage because Dada couldn't get to his feet. And the fucked up part is that Kimbo would hit him with this little fucking, and Dada would go down, and then Kimbo wouldn't do anything. It's like, dude, just use what's left of your fucking 5.2% of your tank and just start throwing some bombs.
You got some dude I don't know versus
Gracie.
Versus I don't know how to pronounce
Relic.
Gracie.
Relic.
Yeah, Relic Gracie, who
And he's still Gracie.
he the story with him is you know what Metamoris is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he
Metamorphosis, you mean?
Metamoris, no, it's Metamoris, I think.
Either way.
Apparently he is like the worst businessman ever, and like he's pretty much been like, regurgitating this from either Joe Rogan's podcast or Fighter and the Kid, one of the two. Something like the Gracies have kind of like almost disowned him in a way. They're like, he's a horrible businessman. He's like bankrupt from Metamoris, something like that. I don't really know the full story, so I don't want to go into it. But it's still a Gracie, so I want to see that. That'll be interesting.
You know his jiu-jitsu is going to be on par.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good fight. Brandon Ward versus Paul Daly. That's going to be a good fight.
I was listening to Brendan Schaub break down this card, and obviously he's way more knowledgeable in the sport than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, I was really only going to tune into this card for the Tito
fight?
Sonnen fight, but once he got done breaking it down, and he was like talking about all these different dudes and shit, I'm like super excited for this card, man.
Brandon Ward, Paul Daly is going to be a dope fight.
Fuck yeah.
I think Paul Daly wins it, though. I think. Granted, I'm always wrong, but... Sanchez, he was with the UFC, I think.
A lot of these dudes were.
Sanders,
You saw, Scott Coker said that Bellator, within this year, Bellator is going to become a legitimate contender to the UFC.
As long as they stop getting guys like Tito Ortiz and Chael Sonnen. No offense to those guys at all. But, no offense to them, but they can't keep getting the UFC throwaways, though. They can't keep doing that. They can't keep bringing in these old guys to try and boost the car. I get why they're doing it. They're bringing the old. They're bringing
to an extent.
To an extent, that's what I'm saying. You bring in the older guys from the UFC to boost the cars. Like, oh, let's see these guys fight again. I wish they were with the UFC, and so you get to see the younger guys come back up. So I wouldn't be surprised by this time next year that Bellator is, I would say maybe at least 2 notches below the UFC. Because right now they're at a very disadvantage to the UFC. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're at least 2 notches below the UFC.
It's good though. I mean, competition is good.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good. And I love the fact that Bellator refuses to, because the UFC wanted to buy Bellator at one point.
And they were like, nah.
Nah, Bellator was like, nah, fuck off. Which I love. I think it's awesome. I remember when, I think, before I joined the Navy, that they had, they had Bellator on MTV2. And I would watch a couple fights, and I was like, well, this is pretty entertaining. I mean, these guys aren't the best, but these guys are here trying to make a name for themselves. Back in that day, they're like trying to get to the UFC. Like, Bellator was kind of like a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, oh, you get to Bellator. It's like, all right, you can make a solid living here. So, Bellator is at where the UFC was, I would say, 10 years ago. But they've caught up to the UFC faster.
That far back? 10 years?
Yes, I would say they're at where the UFC was 10 years ago because they don't.
Yeah,
have,
that's kind of fair actually.
Because they have their big name fighters, which everybody knows about to an extent, and then they have the the next up and coming guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, if you don't know who Phil Davis is, and if you don't know who Michael Chandler is, you're fucking stupid. I mean, I've heard of the other champions just because I follow Bellator loosely, but. I mean, Phil Davis, I think, he's doing what Romo Johnson did, in a sense.
Jesus Christ, Stephen Bonner, how fucking old are you, sir?
Old as shit.
April 3rd, 1977. Jesus Christ.
He's almost 40.
No, he'd be older than 40.
No, he's 40. Because 87, 97, 07,
Oh, okay, so he's 40...
He's right around 40.
He's 40 in like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking insane.
He's just not a good fighter anymore. He has no tank anymore.
He's old.
Well, yeah, he's old. I'm
He's
just
39.
saying.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Data 5,000. He's 2-0. I forgot Fedor was with
Yeah.
Bellator. I
Yep.
forgot about that.
There's.
However, though, when I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, yeah, voice crazy. However, though, I completely agree with Joe Rogan. I would have loved to see in his prime, Fedor versus in his prime, Cain Velasquez.
That would be a very interesting. If anything,
That would have
Kane's.
been a sick heavyweight fight. Cain before all the injuries and Fedor before he lost all these fights. This would have been a sick fight. Oh, I would have shelled out $80 to see that fight easily. Easily, I would have paid $80 for that fight. Granted, their primes didn't overlap at all,
Right.
but that would have been
would've
such
been
a sick
dope
heavyweight fight. Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? Rampage Jackson is with Bellator?
Yeah.
Does he still fight? Or is he just
He went
kinda-
from the UFC to Bellator to the UFC back to Bellator. I think he fought like one fight with the UFC or something like that. How old is Rampage?
38.
38? Yeah, he's old. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's old as shit.
38, 39? Yeah. Still got that punching power though.
Last thing to go.
He
Chad
probably,
Congo.
he probably trains with that fucking chain on him at all
What the
times.
fuck? Josh Koscheck is like white now. The fuck? What did that? He literally looks like a white dude. What the fuck? He looks white as shit.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna retire soon. Probably have one more fight, I bet. King Mo's probably one of my favorite fighters though in Bellator.
Yeah.
I love King Mo.
Warren McDonald.
Warren McDonald's with really?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, Bellator.
God damn. All right.
Your 10 years is a little bit of a stretch.
I wouldn't say that so much. If you go to the UFC roster 10 years ago, you'd see roughly about the same amount of named fighters. How the fucking old are you, Rebecca?
What the fuck? She's not even that old.
How much
That's gotta
meth-
just be a shitty picture.
How much meth have you done in your lifetime? Jesus
my God.
Christ. How much meth have you done in your lifetime?
Damn, girl, what's up?
She's, oh, goddamn.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
What the fuck? Hey,
She-
Bellator, take a better
she-
fucking picture next time.
No, you can't take a better picture. There is no better picture.
She probably just got in. Well,
You can tell she did some drugs in her lifetime. God.
maybe she's just been.
damn.
Maybe she's just been doing amateur fights for like ever, and she just got signed.
Fucking look her up
to
online then.
Bellator.
Fuck it. What's her fucking backstory? Why in the fuck not?
Nope. She only
Clearly
has
not.
3 losses. Maybe they. Nope. Damn. I mean, well, granted. Look. I mean, she's not fighting. You know, anyone really good.
Yeah, but I'm saying that she's
knocking fools out
had to have done drugs because she just got into MMA about what 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god damn. This is Rebecca Ruth, by the way, for you, the 5 listeners. Looking like she literally does like an ounce of meth a day. Type
Yeah,
fighter.
I thought this lady was gonna be like at least 45.
Oh, you can tell right there. Fucking Jesus Saves. Oh yeah, she's a fucking.
Oh, did you see Gabby Garcia beat up that like 60-year-old lady?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes, I saw that. It was. Why? Japan.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Japan?
What the fuck?
What the fuck, Japan? Like that's just...
Speaking of which, dude, fucking Gabby Garcia's hot now too.
Oh yeah.
Garbia Garcia. What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's fine. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, dude, she lost like a grip of weight, and now she's hot as shit.
Yeah. Well, apparently, the grandma that she fought was like some former professional wrestler. It's what Japan does.
Okay, Gabby
Japan.
Garcia's like 6'4".
God
shredded.
damn! Look at those fucking gold she's won.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Well, when you're as big and as badass and as fine looking as she is, I mean, shit. She's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
31. 245. Oh, holy shit. 245.
She would Amazon fuck you.
Yeah, 100%.
She would Amazon fuck you. Like, she's doing the fucking. You have the dick, but she's doing the fucking.
You see, this is her before.
Oh, chunky monkey.
And then
fine as fuck.
What's up, girl?
Oh yeah.
Except she could beat the fuck out of both of us.
Oh yeah. You could
With
you
a
could
hand tied behind her back.
hopping on one leg.
While doing jump rope.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
While on a
Holy
balance
shit,
board.
I didn't realize she was so big.
Oh, she was a chunky monkey at one point. God damn.
Imagine her.
Go to that one right there. Nope. Her and the gi down below. Oh, over one right there.
God damn.
Damn, you fine as fuck, girl.
That's fucking. How much do you weigh?
I am right around 215.
She weighs 10 pounds more than you, and she is shredded.
She is short, but she's also 6'4".
6'2".
Close enough.
Close enough. That's
But,
fucking insane. Alright, let's go back to looking at the Bellator roster.
Let's see, who are the animals they got?
Joe Schilling, really?
Baby Slice. Yeah, looking like his daddy.
0-1.
Baby Slice, they call him. I feel bad for him, though.
Why?
Because
He's
he's
in
gonna
his father's shadow?
They're in his father's shadow. Regardless of how good he's
good. Alright, so we just went through the entire Bellator roster. How many guys is that? What, 100? Oh, no, way more than that.
Yeah, 100,
100,
120.
150.
Yeah, right around there.
Around there.
So see if you can find it. Type in UFC roster 2006.
2007
Yeah,
would be 10 years ago, sir.
yeah, but we just started 2006.
2007 in UFC.
Alright, so right there, look at the...
This isn't raw. This is just. Oh, these are title fights 2007. I want to find the roster team.
Just type in roster then. Oh, you did, okay.
IGN board? The fuck?
This will probably be close enough.
Andrei Arlovsky, Vitor, Bisping, Stefan Bonner, Patrick Cote, Randy Couture, Miro Prokop.
I mean, if you look at this right now, I mean, those are the big names then. I mean, yeah, they're big names then. But then you look at, I mean, we're looking, it's hard to look at this now with the mindset that we have now looking at Bellator, you know what I mean? Because we know who these guys are.
Are these their only, wait a minute, are these the only fighters as of
Oh, hell no.
2007?
It can't be. It definitely can't be. Yeah, see, there's no way that's official.
Yeah, I don't, that's weird.
Because, like, those are, like, the big names right there. Those are just straight up the big names they had during that time.
Well, I guess, like, the better way, rather than looking at names, I guess the better way would be to look at ratings and pay-per-view, which I don't really feel like
No,
getting into.
because we're just looking at the roster. We're not looking at Bellator's ratings and stuff like that and pay-per-views. Because I think they've had one pay-per-view ever, and then it got scrapped because something happened to it.
I didn't realize Joe Schilling was in Bellator. Also, 2-5.
Garbage ass.
He's a fucking
still.
monster. He's a
Is he 2-5 in Bellator or?
No, his overall. He's a kickboxer. He's like one of the baddest kickboxers on the planet.
Yeah, but
Multiple time world champ.
On Rogan's last podcast though, he was talking to some former world champ from kickboxing from Glory though. Kickboxing and UFC are totally different.
Right. No.
I mean, you take a UFC fighter, put him in kickboxing, he's gonna get fucked. He'll probably get pieced the fuck up. You take a kickboxing UFC, he's gonna hold his own until it goes to the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, look at who's that that last professional boxer that fought Randy Couture. What the fuck was his name? I can't remember his name, but he fought what's his name? God dang it! If you go to Randy Couture, it'll pop up on his fight.
Let's see.
James Toney, that's it, right there. Yeah, James Toney.
UFC 118.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was fucking years ago. But right there, a professional boxer come to the UFC saying that he would piece up motherfuckers because he's going from 8-ounce gloves to 4-ounce gloves and stuff like that, saying, I can fuck people up with this, and then
he got submitted.
Dude, see if you look at that. Randy Couture hit the most jankiest takedown in the history of the UFC.
In that fight?
Oh, dude, it was the jankiest takedown you've ever seen in your life. It was a stupid little heel trip, and he missed the single leg because Tony moved out, but Randy Couture just got his right arm around to trip up this stupid fuck.
Think it'd be one of these gifts?
Nah, I doubt it. I mean, it might be.
Yep, there it is.
Like, look at this.
He literally grabs his ankle.
Yeah, literally the jankiest takedown ever. And then that was the fight. Look at that. 15 seconds into the fight, and he just gets the jankiest takedown ever. And then Tony's like, oh, fuck, what'd I do? I wasn't prepared for this.
That's fucking wild.
And then boom, arm
arm
triangle.
triangle.
Just to
See
fuck you
ya.
up. Bro, did you see what was the last fight card? The last fight that the UFC had. This, fuck. What did he hit? Some fighter
I know
hit the.
exactly what you're talking about.
Bro, the submission this dude hit from fucking bottom mount.
Yeah, it was an Ezekiel choke.
Ezekiel
It was an
choke
Ezekiel
from
choke
bottom
from
position.
mount.
Bro,
First ever in UFC.
holy shit,
Yeah.
that was dope.
With no gi too.
no gi.
No
Oh
gi?
my
Are you
God.
fucking kidding me?
I saw that. I watched that for the good 5 minutes. That fight, just like the last like couple seconds of it. I was amazed. Like,
What's up, you guys? Happy.
sorry about
Sorry,
that.
guys.
That's just that. That's it right there. Like, look at that.
That's so crazy. And these are
It's
heavyweights.
sick.
They were heavyweights too.
It's so sick. And then
Wait a
you
minute,
just
is that,
tap.
is that an Arizona flag on the back?
Yeah, this is in Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. That's so
Look
crazy.
at this. He choked him out, and the dude's like,
He's like, what the fuck? Did
Like
I
he-
actually just lose that fight?
Like, he's fucking out of it. Like, he tapped out right as he was going under.
A fucking Ezekiel choke.
Dude, it's so sick. Like, that's almost as, that's better than someone hitting an omoplata, I think.
Who's that guy?
I don't give a fuck who that is.
Who's that guy?
I don't give a fuck who that is.
Do you not know who the fuck that is?
Is that Hattie?
That's Hattie.
What the fuck, Hattie?
Yeah.
What you doing on YouTube?
He does vlogs. They're pretty dope.
Why does he do vlogs?
Just cuz. Does it
Okay.
for fun. Oh fuck.
You were in one.
Yeah. I'm in these first two.
Trolling Panera Bread drive-through.
It's a clickbait fucking title. I wish you put the New Year's one up, but there's some explicit.
But no,
content
that
there.
Ezekiel choke, dude. See if you can type in the omoplata that was hit. There's only been one ever hit
Mhm.
in the UFC. And
It was by
I'm
that same guy. No, who was it
No,
by?
I can't type.
It was by a dude who hit some crazy.
But either way, though, I mean, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, this dude fought in that last card and he submitted the guy.
Like, it's fucking like his shoulder's about to break and he's not
Oh, I wanna-
submitting.
I want to see the actual setup.
This is Strike Force.
Oh yeah. Well,
But hey,
I wanna watch it
omoplata's
anyways.
an
Omoplatas are so
omoplata.
Strike Force.
Strike Force was a
Strike
fucking.
Force is dope.
Strike Force was the shit. Like, I thought Strike Force was gonna be the next UFC. I really did.
All right, let's see.
I bet you it's the guy on the bottom there, because he's already got his leg under.
Well, obviously, you don't really hit omoplatas.
Well,
from the
obviously.
top.
Oh, he's right there. Yep.
Yep, mission control. Oh shit, powerful. Oh wow.
Oh, that was so clean.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's so clean.
Let's see.
He almost
I wish
missed.
they had
He
a-
almost missed the leg lock on it too, though.
I wish we could see it from a better angle.
Yeah, if it was this angle right here, we could see it from. But
Well, hold on, I want to see what he does with his arm. Like, how does he? Oh, he pushes him to the side.
Yep,
Gets that right
push side.
leg over.
he missed the
Mission
lock,
control.
but he still gets the momentum.
That's fucking crazy. I remember the one time I hit an omoplata.
Yeah, you never did that.
It happened, bro. I'm
still-
telling you.
I still refuse
Fuck
to
off.
believe it.
It was against somebody that had no clue what they were doing. You could hit an omoplata if you were wrestling someone
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
and they had no clue what they were doing. You could hit an omoplata.
I'm not gonna go for something that I've never done before. I mean, I've done it like in training and practicing it before, but I never actually attempted to do it.
I feel like we're like we might as well not even be doing the podcast. We're just kind of looking up YouTube videos and talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about jiu-jitsu, and if people don't
Yeah.
know about jiu-jitsu, fuck you.
Which I should probably pick the UFC after that.
Excuse me. What I really want to do is I really want to get in. I really want to go down to the 10th Planet that's downtown.
There's the 10th Planet, and then there's that UFC gym that's on, I think Thornydale.
Something like that. But I
And
really,
that,
I really want
apparently
to
that
go.
UFC gym's pretty.
I really
legit.
want to go to that 10th Planet though, just because it's Eddie Bravo.
Yeah,
And
it's
if you don't,
fucking
if
10th
you don't,
Planet.
if y'all don't know who Eddie Bravo is or into jiu-jitsu, you need to get into it and find it out because Eddie Bravo's a fucking animal.
Do you want to break down the?
The BJ Penn? No,
BJ Penn
no,
fight?
because it was horrible. It was a horrible, horrible fight to watch. I mean, it
Oh wow. Yeah, it was Ben Saunders was the dude that hit
Ben
that.
Saunders hit it. Holy
omoplata.
shit. Ben Saunders hit that shit. No shit. That's fucking dope.
Alright, well, whatever. You know what though? I think it's fucked up because do you really want to see BJ Penn go out like that?
He never should have came back because now it just tarnishes how I think of BJ Penn.
Exactly. So
was the same
why
thing
would the
it was the
UFC
same-
toss him that young, fresh fucking
Which
monster?
doesn't make sense.
Toss him an
because
assassin in
because
Yair
it's
Rodriguez.
because it's BJ Penn. You're gonna give him some young buck because it's BJ Penn. That's why the young buck gets to make a name for himself. The
You
old
literally took. You know what? It's like Aztecs. They took BJ Penn and threw him on the altar and then chopped out his heart.
pretty much, yeah.
Rolled
That's
his head
true.
down the old
It's the same.
stairs.
It's the same thing. Why is Tito still fighting? Because why is he still going after these guys? Because Tito thinks he can fight. BJ Penn thought he could still fight when he clearly couldn't. I mean, I think Tito's getting a better deal because he's not fighting these young, up and coming
Yeah, yeah.
guys. He's fighting these.
Well, it's still
more-
Chael Sonnen.
It's still Chael Sonnen, but Chael Sonnen is not a young buck though. If Tito was going to fight Phil Davis or King Mo, he'd probably get fucked up. Let's be honest here. Against Chael Sonnen, he's got a chance. Bellator's being smart by making
Old guy versus old guy.
old
yeah.
guy exactly.
Not legend versus young lion.
Exactly. It's like say Randy Couture came back and fight and wanted to stay fucking, Stipe, because they would probably fuck him up.
100%.
Or like if Chuck Liddell came back and they threw him at John Jones, it's the same thing. Like why?
You know Chuck
Why?
Liddell said that he would beat John Jones. This was
in
years
his
ago.
prime. In his prime. He said in his prime.
Right.
In his prime, which, Chuck, I'm sorry, you didn't.
I don't know, dude.
You didn't have that grammar. You have that Kempo, funky Hawaiian fighting style. Yeah, but different animals.
Yeah.
Different animals.
No, wouldn't happen.
No.
Wouldn't
Like
happen.
the only
John
fighter,
Jones is
the only
such a
fighter that is from I would say the mid 2000s that can come back and fight now that's been away from a while is GSP, and he would probably still win, because of how he won his fights.
Very true.
He hasn't taken a lot of damage, and he's a freak athlete.
Right.
He's the only guy that
If he came back though, I bet you the UFC would toss him a young fucking lion and
yeah,
possibly get pieced up.
he possibly would, or I see it going to a decision because that's how GSP fights. He fights to decision. He
Yeah.
fights smart. He fights to last.
So boring.
It is boring as fuck, but he's a smart
I
fighter.
miss the old GSP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but old GSP is what got him to lose to Matt Serra.
Yeah.
And after that fight is when he's like, what the fuck am I doing with
Fuck,
my life?
I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I want to be a champion and continue being champion and make fat stacks.
Like John Jones, he said he's doing jujitsu now.
oh, he loves some
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu. He's gonna just
You
start.
know what? You know what he?
guys.
You know what he fought Dan Henderson at, or grappled Dan Henderson at when they did their grappling
I don't
match?
have a clue.
235, shredded.
Oh, I believe it.
235 shredded.
I believe it. I can't wait for him to go to heavyweight. I mean, it'll happen. I can't wait
it'll-
for it.
Yeah, we brought this
Oh,
down
yeah.
a couple episodes ago.
I don't know who they throw at him first though. I mean, so John Jones comes back, fights for 2 years, gets the light heavyweight belt back, says, I'm going to heavyweight. Do you give him that instant title fight, or do
Yes.
you see what he does?
Yes.
Well, obviously you do, but realistically though,
Stipe John Jones,
if Stipe is the
that'd be
champ,
so dope. I don't really. Okay, who in
I-
the heavyweight division's gonna take away from Stipe? Kane, if he's back and healthy.
if Kane's 100%
that'd be
healthy,
dope.
oh, that'd be a
That'd be a dope
fight.
fight.
That'd be a dope fight.
Let's look up those heavyweight rankings.
That's a good idea. Cause who isn't ex Uberine fighting Hunt, right?
Yes.
All right, that's enough right there. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, so Stipe, Verdum,
Alright, Stipe,
Vasquez,
Verdum.
ex Uberine, Santos.
GDS.
I can't believe that Santos lost to Overeem. That's kind of upsetting to me.
Huh?
I was really surprised that Santos lost to Overeem a
Yeah.
little bit. I was really surprised, a little upset. But I think Dos Santos is past his prime. Personally,
For
I
sure.
don't, I don't think he's the same fighter we saw before. I don't think Mark Hunt will ever be a title contender. Honestly,
Well,
really
I don't think he's gonna fight with UC. The only reason that
I forgot about Arlovsky, but he's also been fucking.
He's old.
He's also he's old and been getting fucking.
He's
pieced
fighting.
up.
Okay, you know what though? You know who could take the fucking title from Stipe? Give it a year or two.
Oh, this dude.
Dude, he's such a
Francis
freak.
Ngannou, whatever the fuck he is. Yeah, that dude's an animal.
He's such
How
a
old is
freak.
Derek Lewis, by the way?
Let's see. I remember watching this dude fight.
Because Derek Lewis has
Derek
been on
Lewis
a
is a man.
fucking tear.
Oh shit.
He's been on a fucking he's been on a tear right there. How old is he?
Gonzaga, Nelson, and
Date of birth 85. Oh,
30,
so
he's
he's
31.
young.
Prime.
Oh
Prime.
yeah. Who's he fighting next?
Travis Brown. Oh yeah, he's fighting Travis
that's
Brown.
right. Lewis wins this fight convincingly, he's next up, I bet. Because Stipe's not fighting anybody, right?
What the fuck? He's up. He's number 10, sir. He's not gonna jump all the way to number. If you're on the top, if he was number 6.
Well, look, if Derek Lewis, we'll say first round knockout, Travis Brown knockout, TKO, submission, whatever the fuck it is, and then Hunt loses to Overeem, Lewis is gonna jump up to at least 7. At least 7.
Yeah.
So I mean the UFC. I mean,
realistically, Andrei Arlovsky's gonna get fucked by Francis.
Whatever the fuck his name is, but
Just
or after this, if say Lewis and Francis wins, then those two fight, and the winner of that fights for the title. That could happen.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know when Kane's gonna fight again because.
Yeah, who knows when Kane's gonna fight
the
again?
whole injury thing.
Yeah. However, I kind of feel bad for Stipe. He's been sitting on the shelf for almost 6 months, just waiting, which is really kind of. I mean, it's kind of common in a sense for fucking champions to be sitting for a minute, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck, yo? I mean, you can't be sitting for that long.
Yeah.
When was the last fight?
203
September.
with Alistair.
So, October, November, December, January. So he's been only 4 months, but still, he's been sitting for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got to fight somebody. I mean, he's got to be getting that itch at one point. I mean, he can't keep living in his fucking glory of winning the title for so long.
I think the heavyweight division is like one probably.
I love Timothy Johnson though.
Fat's dad
Dude,
smash.
just click on him real quick. Dude, Timothy Johnson's the fucking man. Yes. He's a man's man.
Goes home and drinks scotch.
Damn right.
No, I feel like the heavyweight division is one of the divisions that like has some young talent.
It has young talent, but it's very older, heavy top. You know what I mean? So, I think the most stacked division right now is either, I would say, lightweight or bantam, personally. Or, yeah, lightweight or bantam.
Yeah, bantamweight. Yeah, those lighter weight classes intrigue the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see Cody Garbrandt fight T.J. Dillashaw.
If they don't make that fight, they're stupid.
Well, no, that's what they're gonna do because because they're doing the Ultimate Fighter together.
Oh, are they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
3.5 months of them shit talking. Yeah.
Team Alpha Male versus T.J. Dillashaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. And Cody Garbrandt's gonna bring in his fucking alpha male homies to help train too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know that Uriah Faber's gonna make an appearance too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped for this season, and fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, bantamweight intrigues the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but then lightweight though too at the same time. I mean, you got Conor Khabib,
Ferguson, which is the next.
Yeah,
that's
Khabib.
happening at 2:09.
Oh, I'm so stoked for that. Michael Chelsea right there. I like him. I really like him.
2 submission victories in his last 2 fights.
He's awesome. I met him.
Who?
Michael Chelsea.
Where at?
He came to my ship. I have
Really?
a picture with him.
The fuck? When?
Yeah, I swear to God, I'll pull it up. This was a little bit ago. 2 years or so ago. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, I got a picture with him and everything. Really cool guy.
I also like 145.
I was gonna talk to him, but I didn't really get the chance to, just because.
145 is a pretty stacked division too. Look, you got Jose Aldo at number 1, Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar, Ricardo Lamas, Cub Swanson, Anthony Pettis is switching to. I think he's going up to 55.
There he is.
That's dope.
Yeah. Really nice guy.
Yair Rodriguez, Duho Choi. Dude, 145 is stacked.
Yeah, 45 is pretty stacked. I really want to see Aldo Holloway though.
And that's gonna be the next fight.
It better be.
Well, because Holloway has the interim belt.
Yep.
While Jose Aldo has the actual belt.
That's why.
Which I don't fucking get, which they're also doing with Ferguson Khabib. Even though Conor has that belt.
Because Conor's going to be inactive until at least March, April of this year. So, I mean...
So is the next fight for Conor...
It's going to be... The winner of Khabib Ferguson is going to fight Conor. There's no way the UFC can go around it. You have to have one of those guys fight him finally. Khabib should have fought for the title like a year and a half ago. But it's the same argument you can make for Cerrone, who fucking won 10 fights in a row, didn't fight for the title, finally got it, and then lost, but he's still...
Yeah.
I mean...
And
we
so
talk-
what? Do we have McGregor Khabib, and then we have McGregor Diaz 3?
Ooh, that'd be sick. For the title?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. 155?
So dope.
Oh, fuck yes. Please,
Which is
yes.
where Nate Diaz.
Please, yes.
Which is where Nate Diaz is a killer.
Because he's fucking 6'6". He's got that fucking reach on motherfuckers. Welterweight's intriguing too.
Yeah, I like 170.
Yeah, 170 intrigues me a lot. Rick Story though, he's...
How is Johnny Hendricks still in the top 10 despite losing his last 3?
Are these updated rankings? Because if it is, he should be like 15th.
Yeah, these are updated because they have like Cody Garbrandt at 135 as the champ.
Which doesn't make sense to me at all.
Why? Wait, what?
Why Hendricks is fucking sitting at 9.
Yeah, lost his last 3, doesn't look that great. Yeah, what? That's
What ranking? Oh, okay. Okay, I was just seeing what Cerrone's fighting next. Masvidal's 12.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll probably win that fight. So,
I wish they fucking. Let's see. Hold on. Donald Cerrone. He's fighting Masvidal at. He's on a fight night card. I
You
don't know.
typed in Donald Trump, you fuck.
What the fuck?
Why'd you type in the 45th president of the U.S.?
It's a great question. Let's see. He's fighting Masvidal.
UFC on Fox 23.
Oh shit! That's next weekend.
I'll-
Jesus
I'll-
fuck!
I'll tune in just for that fight.
God, he fights so fucking often. It's
Oh, yeah.
so dope.
He doesn't take damage, yo. He
Yeah.
doesn't take he gets knocked out, but his recovery is like that. It's insane. And he still goes home after a fight and fucking slams Bud Light, which is completely true.
Sure, dog. Get your shit figured out. I don't want this stupid fucking pop up for Cox Internet anymore.
But no, Donald Cerrone is probably... We joke about guys going home and drinking beer after a fight. Cerrone is the only guy who actually fucking does it. He actually goes home and drinks fucking Budweiser, Bud Light Lime, Budweiser Lime, fucking Milwaukee's Best, and
this-
just slams it.
I like these. I like the last 3 fights on this card actually.
Mhm.
Because
I'm intrigued
Shevchenko's a bad bitch and Juliana
I'm
Peña's
intrigued to
a bad
see
bitch.
Alex Sorosas, or Soros, whatever the fuck you say it.
Sure, dog. Once again, get your shit figured out. I don't want to see that pop up anymore.
This is a solid fight night card, though.
Yeah, this is a good fight night card.
This is a solid card.
What you doing next Saturday?
Next Saturday, what is it? I'm probably working more than likely, so I'll probably see the fight.
Unbelievable.
Hey, just the way life is, yo.
I like 170.
They don't do busy in all the other fucking high as fuck.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next fight for sure. Why the fuck don't they put that on 209?
I don't know. You know what they should do? Well, he's fighting. I think what they need to do, which I think would be a dope fight, Robert Whittaker versus Weidman. Whitaker, sorry. Oh, sorry, never mind. I just see that. Weidman's already fighting. Ooh, Weidman Musasi. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Give me that.
I don't know why the fuck they wouldn't put Bisping and Romero on 209 though. Why not make it just a stupid stacked card?
Stupid stacked. There's enough time where they can do it.
We have 3 months and what?
Nah, we got less than 3 months. Because 209,
2 months, I'm
209 takes place March 5th, first weekend.
Oh, really? It's like only like a month and a half.
Yeah. So if they add anything, it's gonna be like some undercard type shit.
They could do one more legit fight for that card.
Piss. Fuck. It was too long.
Pittsburgh.
Heavyweight.
All
Alright, y'all. We're back again. We're just going through the UFC rankings once again.
Still. Light heavyweight, you have Cormier, Johnson, Gustafsson. Light heavyweight used to be that division that I was like.
Where do they have John? They
bust
not
a load
have
for.
John Jones ranked just because he's,
Yeah.
you know, in limbo technically right now.
Yeah. See, I think at 205, I think that is like the one weight class where.
It's very top 5 heavy.
Well, right now, yes, but I feel like 205 is the hardest. It could be the hardest division, because you have
Could be.
because at 205, you have fucking everybody's jacked as shit,
Yeah.
but they're still like kind of light enough to the point where they have solid speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but anyways, like look at these. I've fucking said this a million times. Cormier, little old Johnson
In his prime.
in his prime. Gustafsson,
Prime.
he's not beating anyone. He's not beating Cormier, Johnson, and Jones. Who are the
He's
top
already lost to
three.
both of them.
Exactly.
So
Ryan Bader, old as dirt. Glover
like I
Teixeira.
said, he's that gateway guy. Like
I
you
know.
beat Bader, you're ready for a title shot.
Correct.
I've said that forever.
Glover Teixeira. Jimmy Manawa's younger.
Mm-hmm.
OSP.
St. Preux just has so much talent. He honestly might be the most talented guy at 205. He's missing something.
Yeah. He just can't put it together.
Former Tennessee linebacker, by the way.
Yeah. You have old ass Rashad. You have
Yep.
old ass Shogun Rua. Who? Oh shit, he's fighting.
Whoever the fuck that is.
fighting. Yeah.
Dylan Vante. Whoever the hell that is.
Corey Anderson.
Then after you get out of the top 10,
Oh god.
after you get out of the top 10, it's like, who are these guys at the
Yeah.
same time? I mean, I know who Ilara Lafati is. Latifi. I know who that guy is, but I mean, after that, I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, the fuck are these guys?
Let's see how far we can go down until we find someone that we know. Jonathan Wilson. I feel like I know who that is.
I know.
Ineligible for rankings.
John Jones makes sense. Tom Lawler? Who is that? Is he fucking, what's his name?
Robbie Lawler's younger brother. I doubt it.
I mean, I doubt it, but
Doesn't
you know.
look anything like him. Also spelled differently.
Yeah, spelled completely
Yeah,
differently.
certainly not his younger brother. Looks nothing like
It's
him.
kind of funny in some of these, divisions when you get out of like the top 15. Some of these guys, like, you're never going to get a title shot. You're just there to fight. Like, you're there to put on a good show sometimes and maybe make a
Yeah,
name for yourself.
and honestly though, why the fuck would you be in the UFC if you're not going to contend for a title?
Well, if you go down a little bit.
What is-
Here,
what-
go down.
What is like
So-
$20,000 a year in CTE
Right there. So
worth?
Misha Kukunov will go wherever the fuck he is. I mean, he's won 3 fights in a row. Right there, Paul Craig. He's won 3 fights in a row. I mean, there's guys who have won some fights in a row, but the kind of fucked up part is that they're not getting. I wouldn't say they're not getting that notoriety, but at the same time they're really not. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean,
okay,
we
but
just
think
did
about
heavyweight.
what?
Is that
Oh
we just
yeah,
did
we already
heavyweight?
did heavyweight.
What about the women's real quick? She's not losing that title anytime soon.
Anytime soon.
Did I check? Oh yeah, there's no one that's beating her anytime soon in the women's division. I'm sorry. Especially not go up. Is that her?
Who?
Fuck is she? Yeah, especially not Carla Esparza. She's fucking garbage.
Why do you bring her up?
I just don't like her.
Why?
Okay, she was. I think she was the Ultimate Fighter winner. Click on her real quick. I think that's her. I'm fairly certain that's her. Yeah, she's just a wrestler. She's
Oh.
a straight wrestler. She has no stand up. I mean, she's beat my ass. Don't get me fucking wrong. But at the same time, like, she's just a wrestler, and she has fantastic wrestling ability, but she has no striking at all. She's kind of like what's her nuts there, Ronda.
Mm.
Although, where's that page at? She strawweight or bantam?
9. Or, no, not 9. 12.
12? God, she's so hot. God damn, she's probably the hottest women's fighter right now.
All time.
Oh, I agree.
All time.
Oh. I let her break me in 2. Please,
What's up, girl?
please put me in a triangle choke. Please,
Yeah,
put,
for
please,
real.
please put me in a triangle choke.
Please.
Please. Oh,
Please.
who would do that to that face? Why would you do that to her?
Yeah. What the
Look at that. She goes from that to that.
to that.
God.
To that.
Yeah, I'm saying, please put me in a triangle.
Yeah, please.
Please. I won't even.
You're just trying to set yourself up for a
Oh
triangle.
yeah.
You're like taking her leg.
leg over.
You're like
this one
here
over.
you
there
go.
Ah.
You're like just setting up your own triangle choke for you.
Breathe that in.
We're a couple 1-2 creeps.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then let's see, 135. Nunez is not losing that title anytime soon.
And you got anytime soon. Rossi, you should be out of the top 10. I'm sorry. Just go away, fade into oblivion. You're garbage. Raquel Pennington, though, she's the real deal.
Yeah.
Raquel
Raquel
Pennington
Pennington is
is
no
the
joke.
real deal, hands down. I'm intrigued for the 145 class, though. Finally.
Is that happening?
Yeah. Home versus this chick, or no, home versus whoever the fuck she's.
Is that happening at 145?
Yeah, that's for the 145 belt. That's at 208, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure about this?
I'm 100% sure, my friend.
Oh, yep, you'd be correct.
I know I'm correct. Fighting for the 145 belt, and then, which is fucked because they won't give it to Cyborg, which is fucking ridiculous because they should have had Cyborg fight for the belt against Home,
No, she turned it down.
which is fucking ridiculous. And then she starts complaining that they're not giving her fucking fights.
Even though they have tossed her a bazillion fights, and she turns them down, and then she says it's too hard of a weight cut. Meanwhile, she's doing fucking power cleans and deadlifting 800 pounds, and it's like,
Well, there's your reason.
yeah.
But at the time, it's like, alright, do the 145 pound, and then you have Cyborg fight for the belt, or have, because Nunez said that she wanted to be a 2-division fucking champ.
Yeah, that could very easily happen.
Oh yeah, let her go to 145, fucking knock that out, and then say, alright, Cyborg, you want to fight Nunez? Yes!
Okay, see, look, so we have about a month and a half for 209. Right now, there's 7 fights.
And they're still missing
We need
they're
what,
still missing
5?
7 more.
7?
They're missing at least 7 more. Well, at least, I'd say at least 5 more, yeah.
At least 5,
Which I'm
possibly like 8 more.
I mean, you need a solid 2 months to train for a camp. You need at least a solid 2 months. Solid. So by the end of this month, if they don't have any more, then this just might be a bust.
I doubt it.
I'm not saying it's gonna be, but
They usually do a big card in March,
yeah, usually.
so they usually try to stack, or they should try and stack 209. What the fuck can I look up, like, rumors about it?
I couldn't tell you.
Alright, whatever. I'll find it another time. However, my only advice to everyone out there is to urge the UFC to get fucking Romero Bisping on 209.
Yes, please. Y'all need to get a petition signed right now. All 5 of you who are listening, fucking get that petition signed. Get fucking Bisping Romero on that goddamn card. Please and thank you. That'd be great.
Alright, well, with that, this is the ACPC podcast, and I hope you all have a beautiful Saturday.
Peace out, you silly fucks.